back to my channel. So for today's video, I'll be cash stuffing my first paycheck for the month of September. But first, let's see if I have the exact amount. I'll be cash stuffing total of 14,100 today. So let's see. We have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 500, 5,000, 500, 6,000, 500, 7,000, 500, 8,000, 500, 9,000, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 10,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 11,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 12,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 13,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 50, 900, 50, 14,000. 50, 100. So we do have the exact amount. So without further ado, let's start with the cash stuffing. I'll be cash stuffing my priority bills binder first. So let me just put these two aside and arrange the cash on my cash tray here. I'll get back to you guys. So I now have my bills binder here. So let's start cash stuffing this. So first on our list is food, and I'll be putting total of 500 pesos in here. So we now have 500, 620 for food. Next is rice, and this will get 500 pesos as well. Water will get 150. So now have 100, 250, 300 for water bill. Next is for electricity, and I'll be putting total of 1,000 pesos towards this one. So we now have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 for our electric bill. Next is for internet, and I'll be putting total of 400 pesos here. So let me just get 400 in here, and let's count how much we have towards our internet. So we got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 100, 200, 300. So we now have 1,300 towards our internet bill. Next is insurance, and I'll be putting total of 2,000 pesos in here. So we now have 1,000, 2,000, 3,500 for insurance. Next is for gas, and I'll be putting total of 200 pesos in here. So we now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 50, 770. So we now have 770 towards our gas. Next is for fare, and I'll be putting total of 1,200 towards this one. So we now have 1,200, 200, 1,200 for fare. Next is pocket money, and I'll be putting 100 pesos towards this one. Next is for my boyfriend's personal expenses, so I'll be putting 100 towards here as well. Subscription will get 150, so it now has 100, 200, 300, 450 for subscription. Credit card will get nothing. 1 month ahead will get 200 pesos. So let's see how much we now have towards our 1 month ahead. By the way, for you guys who are asking what this category is for, this is basically I'm saving 1 month worth of our total expenses ahead of time, so I don't need to like cash stuff this each month, and I'll be 1 month ahead with our bills basically. So let's see how much we now have towards our 1 month ahead. So we now have 500, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 2,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 3,100. So we now have total of 3,100 for our month ahead. And we are now done with my bills binder, so let me just get my savings binder and we'll cash stuff that one. So I now have my savings binder here, so let's start cash stuffing this. So for savings, I'll be putting total of 200 in here. So let's see how much we now have for my personal savings. We have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, sorry, 7,000, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 8,000. So we now have total of 8,000 towards my personal savings. Next is for Pag-ibig MP2, and I'll be putting 200 in here as well. So we now have 10,000, 11,000, 200, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 12,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So we now have total of 12,600 for my Pag-ibig MP2. Next is emergency fund, and emergency fund will also get 200. So it now has 1,000, 2,000, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. So 2,900 for emergency fund. For calamity fund, and calamity fund will also get 200. So it now has 1,000, 2,000, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 3,900 for calamity fund. Next is for my retirement fund, which I'll be putting total of 200 as well. So we now have 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 for retirement fund. Next is for investment, and I'll be putting total of 100 pesos in here. So we now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 for investment. Next is for my boyfriend's business, and this will be skipped for now since it now has 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 500, 5,000. So we'll skip this for now. Next is for my 52-week challenge, and I'll be putting total of 1,300 pesos towards this one. So let me just arrange this. So let's see how much this will sum up to. Now have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 500, 11,000, 500, 12,000, 500, 13,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 14,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 500. So we now have 14,500 in my 52-week challenge, and we'll now move on towards my 50 pesos challenge, and I'll be putting 50 pesos towards this one. So we now have 100, 200, 300, 50, 450, 550, 650, 750, 850, 950, 1,000, 50, 150, 200. So we now have total of 1,200 in our 50 pesos challenge. And lastly is for my 100 envelope challenge, and I'll be putting total of 100 pesos in here. So let's get a small cash envelope and let's stuff that one. And we are pretty much done with my savings category. So we'll now move on towards my sinking funds. So let me just get my sinking funds binder for that. So I now have my sinking funds binder in here. So let's start with this. So Christmas will get 200 pesos. So it now has 500, 700, 900, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 2,000, 100, 200, 300, 400. So we now have 2,400 for Christmas. Next is for New Year, and I'll be putting 200 pesos in here as well. So we now have 1,000, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 2,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we now have 2,500 for New Year expenses. Next is for tuition fee, and I'll be putting total of 300 in here. So it now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,100, 200. So it now has 1,200 for tuition fee. Next is for fun, and I'll be putting total of 100 pesos. So it now has 100, 200 for fun. Next is for health, and this one will get 100 pesos as well. So now it's 100, 200, 300 for health. Next is for home renovation, and this one will get 1,000 pesos. So we got 1,000 here. Next is for home improvement, and this one will get 100. So it now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 for home improvement. Next is grocery, and this one will get 200 pesos. So it now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,150, 200. So we now have 1,200 for grocery. Gifts will get 100 pesos. So it now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 50, 900. So 900 for gifts. My boyfriend's gift sinking funds, he asked me to put total of 500. So it now has 500, 600, 700 for his gift sinking funds. Next is for date night, and we agreed to put 500 each in here. So we have 500, 1,000 for date night. Next is for vacation, and I'll be putting total of 1,100 in here. So let me just arrange this first. So let's see how much we now have for vacation funds. So we now have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. 9,000, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,000, 517, 518, 519, 19,500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 20,000. So we now have 20,000 for our vacation fund. Next is beauty, and I'll be putting 50 pesos in here. So it now has 100, 200, 50, 300. Next is for clothes. Let me just fix this first. Clothes will get 50 pesos as well. So it now has 100, 250, 300 for clothes. And lastly is for miscellaneous, which I'll be putting 50 pesos. So it now is 50, 100. So we are now done with the cash stuffing. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I release new YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you soon.